Good evening. Today's class is all about education on finances. Who can tell me what finances is? Let's go.
Money!
Period. And what we're going to be doing today is changing one's mindset from working for money to having money work for you. Assets and liabilities. Who wants to read it? Shayana.
Assets versus liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket.
Got it?
Good.
Assets puts money in. Liabilities takes money out. Jalen, can you read me that board behind you?
Choose the right habits and money will come to you. Choose the wrong habits and money will go away.
So choosing the right habits is what?
Money will come to you.
And what would that be based on this definition?
Like things you
Oh. Choose the wrong habits and money will go away from you. That's an example of a... Ah. Good. So can anyone tell me what a liability is? Can somebody who wants to come up here? Come on. You're going to come on the opposite side of the board. Behind there are some pictures. I want you to show me, based on that definition, which one of these monies is going to be a liability?
Like this?
Which one? Yep, one of these. Which one is going to be the liability? Is that the, what is this showing? Money doing what? What is this one showing? What you want? What's the liability? Where does the money go? In or out?
In our pocket. So a liability?
Okay, so go around and put it on the right side. Put it at the top. And come around here and give me another. Pick an example of what a liability is based on some of these things. Okay. Okay. Who wants to volunteer next?
Me.
Come on. Everybody's gonna actually come. You come next, Jacob. We're doing liabilities. Show me some more liabilities.
Like an example?
Yes. Come on, Jack. Come on, Lynn. Got a few more. Come on, Jack. Come back. I'm just looking. Come on, two. Come on, Mookie. Look, it's piling up on each other. It doesn't even matter. Don't even worry about it. Pretty good. I might see a few more. We're gonna just keep it moving. I'm impressed. I think I might as well not even teach this class no more. I think you guys got a kind of good sense as you see most of these things. I'm not gonna say all right. Most of these things will cause what? You to be doing what?
well taking money out.
Period. Good job. Examples of liabilities. You see how all these things, does this look like what you guys chose? A lot of it. Y'all did good. Y'all might have left some out, but that's pretty good. And if you heard that song, it kind of went by fast. But it's more money, more problems. That's what most people do. The more money you get this itch. and you just want to go spend the money. I gotta go look fly. I get on Fashion Nova real quick and stun on them. Man, I've been working too hard. I gotta go take this vacation. Man, Teresa down the street got a new car. I'm going to the lot and get me a new wig. My bundles gotta look right. I gotta keep my nails on fleek, my eyebrows on fleek. So you see a lot of liabilities, a lot of spending takes place when we're making money. Did y'all ever think about that? Can we get Chick-fil-A? Can we order Seasons? Does any of that sound familiar? Can I get these Chucks? Can I go to the movies? Any of those sound familiar? And what we tell y'all, money don't do what?
Groceries.
Oh, they are all, what are they?
And liability.
Period. Alright, so now we're going to talk about assets. Who wants to come be the first one?
Asset?
Well, Jalen was up. Assets. Come up here and show me what some assets is.
I know what that is.
So since she already showed the money going out, choose the right money for money coming in. And choose an example of an asset and take it around there while you excuse me. And if you see something on that front board that gotta be moved, put that way at the top. You can y'all can move it. All right, come on, Mookie. Y'all learning something?
Yeah.
Things you never even thought about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, come on, T. Assets is what we're looking for.
Not
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead and put it around there. Can you tell them what you said, why you picked this?
you need a house.
Okay. So you put this an asset, okay?
Why would you say house?
Good job. Get in and see what the picture is. Can you tell what this is? Put that up to the camera. Show them what you picked. Are we putting that where? An asset? Okay. Come on. Okay. So this is a good example of, I want you to look at this. Look at both of these things. I want you to, if you remember the picture when I showed you liability, if you paid attention, you wouldn't have made a mistake. Some of this mistakes that you made, do y'all want to move anything from either side?
Yes, I do.
All right, come on and move. What you want to move?
I do.
Good job.
No.
Good job.
What?
Do you want to move anything from over here? Hold on, we're going to talk about it because I that's good. All right, sit down. What was your issue?
She removed the home, but she should have removed the multiple home.
No, because if you looked at the picture,
The home.
this is a good. So we're going to go to the next slide. I want you to see. Based on, if something else has to move.
Right.
Guess what? It's an asset. What is an asset? Who's selling this? You gotta pay attention. This is a store. Have you ever went on an Etsy store or an Amazon store or Style Her Esteem store? This is products that you could sell that will put money where?
In your
pocket.
Boom. So this, I'm glad we talked about this house because you said what? What about the house?
You need a house.
You need a house, but a house is a lot. Does this house, when you own a house, does a house ever give you money?
No.
What do you
get the
get?
house money.
Ah, boom. We still talking about this because it's a good example. A lot of people, when they are making balance sheets, will put their house that they bought on an asset column, but to explain it further, if it doesn't put money into your pocket, it is not an asset. So why would this be an asset? Because
he's selling.
come on. Come on, I want you to read. It's backwards, but I want you to read it. What does it say? Just house for
rent.
okay, for rent. For rent. Now he is renting, which means he's renting it to somebody, which means somebody's doing what?
Living.
And doing what every month?
Paying.
Giving him money every month is why it becomes an asset. What else? Something else that moved because y'all probably don't understand what is going on here.
You grocery
They're
shopping.
Trading what?
They're trading item products.
For what?
Money.
So what would that be a liability or would that be an asset?
Asset.
Boom. Because you're giving something to someone else and they are giving you the money in return.
Wait. So the credit card be a liability?
It's a liability because why? The bank is giving you money every month, but what is it putting you at?
I was giving away your money because you're spending.
No, it's giving the credit card.
It's considered a loan. So it's money and you're paying interest on it. So the bank is saying, I'm going to give you a credit card for all this money. You think, oh, it's money I could go ball out. But you have to pay that back and pay back more. Interest rates for credit cards for most people is out the roof, 24%. Sometimes you'll be paying it for years on years. You might have got $1,000, but you end up paying the bank back about $2,700, maybe $2,700. So credit cards are never a good thing, although they seem like a good thing. Because sometimes you be short on cash. Sometimes, I want to take this vacation or I want to stunt. So when we have the poor man's mentality, credit cards would be alluring to someone like that. So if you look at our examples of assets, you got stocks and bonds, mutual funds, real estate. This is an exchange of products. This is a store. I'm glad you put your eyes to them. So what are they doing? They're selling something to someone else. You can have a franchise. Do you know what a franchise is?
Like you own a building, but you still get money from people who's working for.
Save my money and then go buy a franchise. And then open it up because like mommy does hair and like I went to Paul Mitchell. One day I could open my own Paul Mitchell school. Or I could go open my own Supercuts. I just have to have so much money and go to the franchise owner and purchase it. So something like this. What is this?
A lemonade sale.
Have y'all ever done that?
Yes.
Also was y'all business owners already?
Yeah.
Without a business. And what else did y'all have?
Bake sale?
See? Y'all had an asset before you even knew what it was. So it's basically things you can make and sell for extra money. It kind of becomes an asset. Do you see what I have here?
They come in a whole.
What is it? What is that?
A book. Your book.
Agenda.
A book that who wrote?
You.
That mommy wrote this. And do you know why I put this here in the asset?
Because you're making money from it.
Yes. And guess what?
And you made it.
How much it cost me to make it, which is basically nothing. Me using my mind, me using my hands to type. Me putting, this book cost me more with time than it did money. So anything that I've made off of it is all profit. So that's sometimes what an asset is. Like you said something and it's on the liability side about sneakers, right? Well, I need sneakers. And you might need one or two. You wouldn't need an abundance. Like mommy. If you see my closet, mommy got a lot of liabilities up in that closet, but that's before I actually learned. The only way that would be smart is if what? I have a lot of sneakers because I have a what?
A business.
What kind of business would you have?
Your own.
What kind for sneakers?
Shoes.
Yes. So if you had a Foot Locker
Foot Locker,
or you just had your own side sneaker business or a sneakerhead and you bought them cheap and then you flipped them on eBay, you paid $150 to $200, but they were so hot that you was able to upcharge them on eBay for a good $400. So then it would make sense to become a sneakerhead. So do you get that buy low, sell
more
high, and that's how things become an asset. So anything on the liability, most things on the liability side sometimes could cross over here nowadays. Your house, what could you do with the house? Sell it. For more than what you paid for it. Make money, then boom, buy you a new house, boom, what, rent out a room. Move out and rent the whole house. A car. How can you use car? How has daddy and me used a car to make money?
He
What's it called?
use
Yeah,
card
for
and
what?
sell it.
You can do that. What do we use the card for to make it an asset?
To go to work.
Go to work.
What's it called? Where do we go?
Transportation. Amazon. Flat.
Yes, flex. Use the card for flex to make money. What else? What was the other job Daddy did before with the car? What was it called?
Uber.
Ah, you see, it turned into a taxi, turned into an asset. Are you starting to
Yes.
people? What up, people? Have you ever heard of an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People use their houses and rent it out to other people and make money off of it.
Or have a roommate.
So then, two, clothes. How can it be an asset? By you wearing Fashion Nova all the time. What has people done? What store have you know who has bucked up from it?
Cardi B.
Ah, Cardi B. Because what did she buy? Just rocking they stuff. She became what?
Famous.
An ambassador. She was famous before that. She became an ambassador. They started giving her free stuff that she ended up getting her own line. So then that's the way that she was able to make it an asset. So what are they called on Instagram now? What do they call these people?
Rappers.
What?
Idols.
Now,
Models.
more than an idol, you are a influencer.
Oh,
Have you heard that word
Yes.
going around? Those people turn their everyday shopping, their everyday going out eating, their everyday things, it has flipped into an asset. So today's society is set up to make anything that you love into an asset. Never allow it to become a liability. If you're trying to do it to keep up with the Joneses and all that, if you're not going to be that big, it falls into this category. Most times you should not be doing it. Most times you should be focusing on
Assets.
absolutely. Absolutely. Why is it important to understand money? It will be the difference between being rich, average, which is about middle class, and being poor. The difference between being rich and poor. Most poor people get a paycheck, they go to the bank, and they buy things, consumptions. They go stunt. We buy Jordans. We want the latest Yeezys. What else? Tell me the other thing. Fashion Nova. What else?
Gucci.
Fendi. Yeah, all of you know them. Balenciaga. All of them. Prada. We look good, but most times we broke. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
What do the rich do?
Paycheck. Bank.
Investments. What is an investment?
More. Basically.
You're investing more money.
You're investing some money
you're-
to make more money.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the stock market, whether it's in a business. Well, investment can be education, very much so. But college itself, if you can't go to college off of your own money and you get a student loan, it's debt. So debt is you learning, but the American dream tells you to do what? Go to school, go to college, get married, buy the car, buy the house, debt. Debt. America equals until you learn. The way to freedom is to get assets. So that then your assets then can pay for the American dream. And never allow your liabilities to get you so far in debt that it's hard to live free. To where you enslaved to America for the rest of your life. And you like, dang, I really wish I could, but I can't. And then you telling your kids constantly, no, we can't keep doing that. Money don't grow on trees. Money grow in the sky though. Only if you do your work. Which one do you want to be?
Rich man.
Tell me about, you want to be a rich man, but do you have some of these poor man qualities? We could all want to be rich, but we got to start thinking rich in order to get there. See, the poor man dresses like he look rich. Y'all like to look good a lot. Y'all casual because y'all in the house and we on quarantine, coronavirus time, but typically y'all dress like y'all got a little bit of money. Y'all spend money on liabilities. Y'all always want to eat out. Always want us to bring you Takis and hot Cheetos. Party every weekend. Woo! And we has poor friends.
And I don't have
The rich man, you what?
friends.
Oh, okay. What y'all used to. Y'all getting smarter with that. The rich man, he dresses casual. Invest in books and education. Works hard every weekend. Party wear. and has rich friends.
It's okay sometimes to play.
What the heck?
Who this man?
Jay-Z.
Jigga So, without reading that, it like he got a bunch of money though, don't it?
Yes.
Cause why it look like he got a bunch?
His jewelry.
Yeah.
And jewelry
he
and
wants to look fun.
and look fly, right? Cause that looks rich. Would you know, like in reading this, do you know he's richer here than he ever could have been there?
Yes.
He's richer here. But do he got on all his jewelry or anything?
No.
He dressed in a nice suit. Present himself real laid back. He could just walk anywhere. Here you get a lot of attention. Here is how you get robbed. Here is how bad things can happen to you. Like who? Who's some bitch? Because we flashy and we want to show people. So this represents one of the best wealth lessons I can share with you. On the left, he was only worth $100,000. Here, $1 billion. Which one you want to be?
Billion.
Period. What's better than 1 or 2 billionaires? About 6 of us here, huh? So that's a good example of how it appears, because you look like you got something. So you have to start thinking like a rich person in order for you to have money. Rich people, they follow their passion. Average people earn money doing things they don't love, just trying to get a paycheck to buy their next liability. Friends. Rich people surround themselves with like-minded people. People who sit around and don't gossip. They don't got the latest tea. They're talking about the next investment. How can we take this $100 and make it 1,000? This 1,000 and turn it to 10,000. Do you see the pattern? This is the conversation that rich people have. How can we put our money together to make something bigger? We got this little bit, but if we all have a little bit, we can have a lot. Average people, they think that rich people are snobs. Who she thinks she is? She thinks she better. It's going to be a lot of she thinks she's better going on around here. Amen?
The road to the bag is definitely tied to your team and the company that you keep. If you are surrounding yourself with different energies that's not on the same wavelength as you, if they not praying for you, inspiring you, supporting you, or showing you a better way, remove them immediately.
Immediately.
Look who's to the left and to the right. Are they like-minded? Are they disciplined? Are they pushing you
Are
forward?
y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Period. It's important. Mommy preaches that all the time, and it might be like, I know best. It's important to be careful of who you surround yourself with, because birds of a feather flock together, and sometimes you're guilty by association, even if you're not involved. So we want right now, y'all young, but just try to hold tight to girls that's doing good in school, boys that's doing well in school, or they have dreams, they have influence, they got good parents. Those are the kind of people you want to be associated with, because they're going somewhere. Not the life of the party, not the class clown, not the people who make turn up look cool. You want to hang around people, and this can start now. You don't have to wait till you're a certain age to get on track for a future. You can do it now. Because you have to know right now that I'm going somewhere beyond where your parents could have took you. Because I tell you all the time, like, me and daddy is not the richest. We damn sure ain't poor. But at the same time, we want to groom y'all to have a better life than we could give you. Because since we are so big, we had to sacrifice, and now coronavirus and all that is going on, so we can't do nothing. But I want you guys to see the world. So you have to start putting your people in place that's going to get you farther, so that you're not struggling, so that you know about assets. So then it's like, boom, I'm going to Africa next week so I can get in touch with where my people came from. I'm going to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
Kind of. An example of a franchise would be McDonald's. What is McDonald's known for?
Mickey D's.
That's his name, but what are they known for?
Big Mac.
The The sky is the limit. Selfishness. Rich people think that selfishness is a virtue. Average people think that selfishness is a vice. Do you know what a vice is?
Like a good thing.
No, vice is something that's bad. They think that a vice is something that people use kind of as a crutch, or like it's something that's bad. Vision. Rich people dream of a future. Average people long for the good old days. Which one?
Rich.
Okay. Y'all think y'all can think like a rich person based on these characteristics? I know that's right. They're like, yes. Investing. Rich people uses other people's money.
Oh.
Average people believe you need money to make money.
No.
You need money. You don't believe you need money to make money?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. How do you think right now?
I'm thinking the average person.
Most people do think that you need money to make money, but
You don't
gotta,
need money.
The rich person uses
what can you? Okay, so if you don't have money, what can you use to get the money? By using other people's money, what can you do?
You could do like you have a business,
Doing what?
anything. Like you could sell things.
How are you gonna use other people's money?
Well,
That's
because guess what?
Because they're doing it for
What did I tell you?
gotta
What did I tell you?
Look.
I created something.
Oh,
This
I
book.
just thought they were
No, but
going
listen. This is how we can use this as a good lesson. Because this book cost me nothing to make. It was zero, so people paid me. So when that money started coming in, it was I could use their money, other people's money, to invest in myself, to go further, make more products, or whatever the case may be.
I was thinking that they would go out with some friend and use their money, like make the friend pay.
It makes you think a little bit. How can I? So it's good. Opportunity. Rich people focus on earning. Average people focus on saving.
I mean, it is good to save, but
But you can save all the money in the world, but then it's not going to get you no further than what you save. You can take some of the money you save and invest it to get more than you could ever dreamed of. Not saying be dumb, but you can invest it to go farther. Why just settle for what you have? Got it? Sometimes you can flip money. Expectations. Rich people expect to make more money. Average people, they just expect to struggle. This is going to be my life forever. I ain't going to never have shit. I ain't going to never leave Delaware. Learning. Rich people would rather be educated than entertained. What mommy do a lot?
Educated.
I'm reading. Y'all come down here in the morning or when you see I'm on this computer. I'm learning something all the time. Right? And that's why I tell you, like, what are you doing? Get up, learn something, read something, do something. Average people would rather be entertained than educated. I just want to watch Netflix, Hulu, one more episode, please. You want to be rich or you want to be average?
Rich.
Okay. Markets. Rich people know markets are driven by emotions and greed. Average people think they're driven by logic and strategy. Compromise. Rich people know you can have it all. Average people feel pressure to choose between family and wealth. What you can have? Family. It all. You can have it all. What you need to have is balance. Right? That's all you need. Happiness. Rich people believe that poverty is the root of all evil. Average people think that money is the root of all evil.
No.
Money can be a tool. The greed of money. The love of just wanting money. That could be evil. But not broke. So mindset is everything. Jayana, can you read me things that millionaires do?
Read daily, set goals,
Compliment.
embrace, change, forgive, talk about ideas, constantly learn, take responsibilities for their feelings.
What do broke people do, Jada?
Watch TV daily, never set goals, criticize, fear change, hold grudges, talk about people, think they know it all, blame others for their failures.
Jaisha, can you read me the poor people's mentality?
Mrs. Good Old Days, think he is Mrs. Something, thinks the rich don't need him, thinks how to save more, believe money grows, believes money grows linearly, Because to make more, you must do more.
Okay. Come on, Jalen, read the rich man's mentality and startups.
Lives in the future, knows that police materialize. Knows rich people need you, think how to make more, knows money grows. Because of
Good job. Mentality, the poor versus the rich. Poor people, success, unimportant. Rich, success is an obligation. Poor people, they blame others. Rich people are responsible. Poor, they spend money. The rich invest money. The poor refuses to study. The rich, they read and study. The poor, they attention so much on the past, where the rich, they pay attention on the future. Poor, they're income driven. Rich, net worth driven. Poor people, they think small. Rich people think big. Poor people, they fear change. Rich people embrace change. Poor people criticize. Rich people compliment, girl, you fly. Poor people, they waste time. The rich, they buy time. How do you buy time? You got an answer? All right, how you buy time?
You buy time by, like, they keep their stuff together and they get stuff done and not just sit around and be lazy, but they do what they have to do, get that out of the way, and they have like a little bit of time to do something they want to do, but
It sounds like to me you're saying like organize or prioritize time, which is good, but how do you buy time?
So you know how like waste time by not getting your work done, you just say you're gonna do it later,
But
but
about procrastination. That's not how you buy time though, does it? How do you buy time?
Like, say that somebody needs like stuff done, like how you make shirts. People need them done like a certain day, but like say that you're not doing nothing and you're just sitting around all day. You could start making like.
You're still talking. Y'all, it's good. Y'all talking about not procrastinating or putting off tomorrow what you can get done today. That's how you buy time, is paying someone else to do something for you. You are to, okay, so I can pay time, like I got all these things to do. How do I buy back time? I can call shipping. They can bring my groceries to me. Oh, I needed that vinyl. How do I buy time? I'm gonna have Amazon bring it to my door. That's how the rich can buy time. Paying someone else to do the things that could be done by somebody else while you focus on more important tasks. Spending time with your family. Teaching your family to be the next millionaires. So I'm gonna buy time. It's worth it to me. It's kind of can be a lot, but it's more worth it to me because I'm using my time better somewhere else where I'm better used. So that was just a little thing on that. Poor people cause problems. The rich solves problems. Poor people, they have single flow of income. Rich people have multiple flow of income. I'm sure y'all on Instagram now. I'm sure you see people, the videos, you're not on there, but it says have multiple 7 streams of income. Have you seen it? Yeah. So poor people, they are work driven. Rich people are goal driven. Middle class. They got a salary, they got a job, they pay a lot of taxes, they got a lot of loans. Because it's just not enough money a lot of times if you do it the middle class way. So you're going to always be in somebody else's pocket to try to make it. Rich people, they dream of business. They empower people. What do mommy do all the time?
empower people.
I ain't rich yet. What am I doing, Mookie?
You're approaching rich.
Boom. Rich people, they acquire new skills. They invest their money. Other people's money a lot of times. Wealth is freedom. What you think this man? Tell me this picture.
He's kept trying to go to get money.
Wait,
Which one is going to get
Keep
the money?
trying to.
rich.
The wealth.
It's chasing the money.
wealthy
I'm
is
trying to
basically
steal.
making the money work for them.
You better, Jada better preach that. He like a money magnet. That money just gonna will that money right into him. Now rich man still chasing it, and the poor people they just
That game. The wealthy.
Praying for the money. Praying to God just for a little
Praying
bit more
for
money.
it, but not working for it.
So we just keep praying and don't got no action. They ain't like Nike. You just supposed to do. Yes.
The wealthy people, but no, like even though they don't work for money, money works for them. They're like the people that sit in the office, lay around, do something. They're like mean. They don't do stuff for people. They make people do stuff for them, and they act rude to everybody that comes to them.
Sometimes they don't have to.
Yeah, but have you ever seen the avatar, like somebody dressed in like an avatar, and they have their feet on their desk and like they're wealthy and stuff?
I've seen that. I think that's like it was a bad stereotype. But a lot of the old wealthy people had that.
ones.
But I think that today's society requires you to have a little bit more compassion, empathy, a little bit more life. You want to continue to be wealthy because people now, like especially you guys, are going to have all type of opportunities. We are standing up. We're not going to just work for anybody that doesn't see our value. Like, yeah, I might have to do this job, but you're going to treat me like I'm somebody of worth. You're not going to be able to just sit back and be a snob and for me to make you rich. You need to be on your knees praying to me, thanking me for making your company all this money. So, that I do know what you're talking about. Okay, so how to build passive income. Passive income is a way to make money on the side. So your 9-to-5 income fuels your side hustle. A lot of passive income has to do with passion. You said something to me, Jada, years ago, and it stuck with me. You said, why do we have to go to school if God gives us the ability? If God is almighty, he can just make anything happen. You remember what I told you when you said, why didn't God just make you good at something? And I said, God did. God, you are born with natural talents. That is America's way to make you go to school so that you can work for their companies. But we're all born good at something naturally. Yes.
I know why God did not just build us with, like, he put us on this earth. I know that. But he did not just put us on earth to know everything mentally in our head, so that we don't have to go to school, we don't have to do stuff, like just sit home knowing everything, know how to become rich. He made us go to school because he believes that you can learn something and he does not have to do all the work for you, basically.
Yes and no. That school and requiring skills is America's way, because when it was God's way, people worked in fields, they grew crops. They bartered. I'm going to give you my 2 eggs for your 2 pieces of corn. People made clothes with their hands, shoes with their hands. What we look like is big production. That's not what it looked like then. Like people, they sat, you did each other's hair. Barter system. People with Jesus, he was a carpenter. Used his hands. Mommies, do you know how my hands is an asset? My hands, they're assets. How?
Because you make your money by using your hands.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I went to school, but I didn't have to go to school. Mommy could do that before. I was born with that gift. I was born to be able to look at you and say, I can do this and this to you to beautify you. With just my hands. School just made you get a certificate because it's money involved, and the government always in your pockets. But, so, passive income has to do with your passion, what you're naturally good at. Your side hustle then fuels for your investments. And people do it smart. And then your investments replaces your 9-to-5 income eventually. How do you start a business? Want to start a business? You should discover a problem and create a solution that serves the people. Go Google. I need instant access to information. Where do y'all go get all your information from? What do I tell you? You don't have the answer? Google me, baby. Google it. I don't want to go to the store. What I just say? I'm buying time. Who's going to give me my time back?
Amazon.
Period. I don't want to take public transportation. I don't want to own a car no more. Who I'm going to call?
Uber.
I don't want to go to the movies. It's not safe.
Netflix.
And do what? Netflix and do what?
Chill.
Period. So, that's what we can do. So, some people say, well, I don't have money to start a business. I don't have a lot of money. I can't go rent a building. Nobody's gonna give me a loan. If you look at this good list, Amazon has almost no stores. Amazon started in somebody's garage. A lot of these is in his garage. Do you know where Amazon exists? On the internet. You don't walk into an Amazon store. But guess what Amazon do? Be on your doorstep. Amazon be in your mailbox. You see Amazon trucks running all around, but Uber owns absolutely no cars. One of the best business plans ever. Uber is a business that people use their own cars. They ain't making money off of it. Facebook, they create no content. Instagram creates no content. Who creates the content? Who use it? With their name on it. On their platform. Isn't it? Ain't it now you thinking, like, ain't it crazy? Alibaba. Where we get, but it's still like AliExpress. We don't order lip gloss stuff from these people. They have no inventory. Other people come on their Airbnb, owns no real estate. That allows other people to put their stuff on it. Netflix is not a TV channel. Bitcoin has no physical coin. Ain't that? If you can think it, you can create a solution for somebody. It doesn't matter no amount of money. It doesn't matter if you have a building. All you got to do is think a little bit outside the box. Follow your passion. Follow your heart. And create a solution. If you can think about something, I can never get up in the morning to get to school. I never hear my alarm. What if you can create a freaking vibrating bed or something that the parents from the other room can push? You know what I'm saying? Like outside the box. I mean, I don't know how much it would take to create it, but it's an idea. And then, okay, just because you think of the best thing, like me, I just thought about that. I wouldn't be able to quit my job just yet, based on just the dream and the idea. Your side income covers, once your side income covers twice as much of your monthly expenses, you can quit your job. Once your emergency fund can cover 1 year of expenses, you can quit your job. You are skilled enough to make sure your side hustle is your main business. You can quit your job. You are determined to work hard and succeed. You are ready to work 12 to 16 hours a day. You can then quit your job. Why not? For freedom? Do you see how long I be working? Me and Daddy be up working more than a 9 to 5. It's past that sometimes. Sometimes, and then some days I work not at all. It buys back freedom to work for yourself.
True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
What's that man's name?
Denzel Washington.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
He played Malcolm X.
Thank you so much for attending today's class. Do you girls have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like the Denzel Washington who we just seen, isn't he like Martin Luther King that like kids probably never known? Like
No,
he's
an
like
actor.
a preacher.
He's an actor. He did play Malcolm X, but he was playing a character so that might be why you thinking Martin Luther King.
So, Airbnb, so it's your house, but you let other people rent it, so you stay in your car or something.
No, see, a lot of times. So what was this?
A whole
Vacation.
so
You got more than one property, right?
yeah.
So you might live in one place. You got a vacation home somewhere. Like say we got a place down in Florida somewhere. Yeah, we don't really stay there, but once a week, once a year. it's empty the rest of the year. You boom, put it on Airbnb, let other people rent it out. So, and then some people do, like, they had, like when the Olympics or something come to certain countries, people will go get a hotel because they mark it up so high that it's worth it. Or they go stay at somebody else, their family member's house or something, and rent out their house, yeah. So it's ways. What else? What's your other questions?
I like to understand a lot of it.
Tina, what else? What did you understand about it?
Wait.
You understood everything?
I didn't know. I didn't understand how, like, first, yeah, even though we said it when we was doing the lesson, but yeah, I didn't, for a second, I didn't understand how the rich people could use other people's money. And then once you said they're not, like, once you said they're not going out with our friends and just, like, making them pay for everything, they're actually doing something that don't cost them money. And then selling it for something that actually do cost money.
OPM, other people's money. That's something to hold there.
Or just like how Cowtown is, they buy stuff from other people, but just selling less so everybody goes there to go buy more stuff.
So the more you get it and the less you put it in market, the more you make.
What Cowtown is doing, they're getting stuff that costs way up.
That's what they're buying it. No, they're buying things at wholesale. This is another word for y'all. I mean, you might see that when people selling clothes and all that says wholesale, buying a lot of it. So when you buy a bulk of it, even my t-shirts, for instance, if I buy only a little bit of t-shirts, I'm paying for shipping and all those kind of things. When I buy a lot, I get it for free. Then they might throw in bonuses because it's wholesale. So now that I got it cheaper, I'm not gonna give. Now if somebody buys a whole bunch from me, I kind of give them a discount. But for the most part, although I got it cheap, I still can sell at the same price and make money off of it. So that is it. Buy something cheap, sell for more.
But if somebody were to buy your stuff but sell it, they can't do that.
They can. CJ, for instance, that was my stuff in a sense. It was his idea, but I ordered the shirts, I got the vinyl, all those things. So he paid it for me from a certain price, cheaper. He sold it for more. He made a profit. So that is definitely that's it. Buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
Stock market. When y'all get into that, stock market's a whole nother beast. Buy stocks low, because right now with the coronavirus, everything stocks is really low right now.
Here,
buy low, sell high. Got it? Go to Marshalls. You see some Air Force Ones at Marshalls that's only $40, but guess what? You see on Google they going for $80. Boom! I bought them for $40. I'm gonna post them up there for maybe $75. That beat the other competition. How much money did you make? You paid $40. You sold it for $75. How much did you make?
75. No. How much did you buy for it?
35.
How much did you buy for it?
40. You sold it for
You
$75.
made $35.
Absolutely. What's now is in your asset column. You move from liability. Your liability was to 40. You upcharge it. That now moved to your asset column.
So you basically lost.
You didn't lose anything.
No. Oh, so you bit. I'm gonna say
$35.
Yeah, but you basically. I was gonna say this, but yeah, you basically lost $5 because you bought it for 40 and you got it for 35.
No.
They got it.
No, you paid 40. You sold it for 75. So you made 35 on it.
Oh.
Yeah, rich get richer in a sense.
So
Hair bundles. You go on AliExpress or whoever these people is. You buy bundles for like. So these girls is paying anywhere from 40 to like 80, depending on what left you got. These girls are selling these bundles from 120 to 3 something. So you're making so much money off it. So you find a product, or you guess what? Create your own product. What product?
Yeah.
That ebook that mommy made was free. Time. I sat there and typed. You can make a children's book. You can make you can do a webinar. You can do YouTube things. It does nothing but lights, production, camera, talking.
so you can buy shoes.
Why, these people y'all love to watch. This is why I preach to you. What do I tell y'all all the time about watching these things? What do I say?
That's not gonna teach you nothing.
What do I say about it? No, what do I say all the time?
You can do that.
You can do it.
You can do that one day. You don't have to.
Not one day.
No,
you can do that.
now.
Come up with some good content.
You-
Stop
so-
pouring all your energy into watching these people getting done
I
rich.
could
These
buy
people get
shoes.
checks. You see they plaques.
Like you said,
I could buy shoes, paint them, design them, do something to them, and sell them, and make a business out of
You
it.
could.
Um,
That lip gloss y'all started. You could. That lip scrub you talking about you gonna do. You could. Those nails you supposed to be learning how to do. You could. We gotta stop Netflix and sleeping. We not even chilling at this point. Got it? We have to think differently. So have y'all thought about money differently? Not that we still not gonna get out here and there, but when I tell you, okay, we're in the house eating, or we're gonna do something, we're gonna make something together. I want y'all to learn to cook meals or do something. I need y'all to learn to do that and be okay with it. Because we gotta stop having so many liabilities, because in our culture, we have nothing to pass down. Like if you see royals and a lot of Caucasian white homes, sometimes they have things to pass down like homes and businesses to their kids. In our culture, it's rare. Now things are changing for us, but we don't have nothing to pass on to our children, to keep in our families forever, to keep our kids rich. Like in the song Beyonce and Jay-Z had, she was like, my grandchildren's children gonna have, like, they're gonna be wealthy. Like that is how you're supposed to look at life. Not so when y'all get your first jobs and stuff, y'all don't have no bills. What you gonna do with your money when you get a job?
I'm gonna save.
And invest in something. When you don't know, you come to your parents. You say, I got this money. Don't be thinking somebody's trying to beat you out the money
Make a check
or something like that.
Make a check at my job, like buy something, create something out of it, sell that, and get 2 paychecks or get paid twice.
I like the way Jada's thinking. That's it. And you're 11, already thinking that way. And this is why it's important. You coming up on about to get a job and you into wanting nails done all the time, wanting to look a certain way. I mean, not that I want you to look like a bum, but you got to start thinking about the future. What do you want to do? You want to be a struggling adult? Or do you want to, try to be wealthy in a sense? Yeah, you want to be smarter with your money, because a lot of times in society, jobs is not paying you enough to survive. You're going to have to be shacked up with your sisters so that y'all can survive. You might have to live with your parents. You might get with a boy that you don't no longer want to be with, but you're going to be stuck with him because you need his income to pay your bills. So when you have money and when you set yourself up, you have freedom. You no longer are confined and stuck. You do what you want to do. If I choose to stay, I can stay. But I'm not bound here because of finances and because I had too many liabilities. And I didn't do the right thing with my money because no one ever taught me. Because when you go to school, school does not teach you about finances. Nobody taught me about finances. Nobody taught Daddy about finances. And guess what? Daddy had a hard lesson. I want Daddy to tell y'all. And I'm sure he told y'all about him being homeless and those kind of things. But Daddy, come share your story.
My mom.
We ain't gonna post. This is just us. We can edit that part out.
Your dad, you was
Mama got kicked. Mama kicked him out.
But you gotta know why.
because of his decisions and the
No,
way he
alright,
acted.
so basically, my mom asked me and your uncle to help towards bills, because we were 18 at the time, 17. I think we started working at 15, and we had a job and little side hustles here and there, so we stayed with money, but we felt like, in a sense, we were just starting to make serious money, which it really wasn't. Like full-time work, 40-hour work week, and we're like, man, we're starting to see some good money, and like, man, why we gotta pay bills? And all she was really asking was like help with electric and like electric, groceries. It was small. We would have split it, but anyhow, we was like, nah, it's our money. Like you trying to take from us. Like so, when I was younger, I had it wasn't a bad experience. It was a teaching experience. I started my own lawn care business. I took a lawnmower and I would literally walk neighborhoods and neighborhoods cutting grass. And I made, one day I made $500. I started at 7 in the morning. I didn't get home till 8. and I made like $500, and I was so excited to come home to my
Sound like
brother,
I
was
got
telling my
money,
mom,
rich.
hey, I got money, I got money, I got money.
It's
My
not
mom,
rich.
my mom was like, oh, well, let me see. So I showed her. She said, I'm gonna hold on to it for you. I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, I think like a week went by. I was cutting grass again. I didn't make that much money because I didn't realize I should have put myself on a schedule, come back every 2 weeks. So I went out the next week. The weekend came. I wanted to go buy something. Went to my mom. Was like, hey, you know, you think I can get some of my money? And she was like, oh, I spent that. But what you mean? That day I came
My
home.
money.
Yeah.
Listen, but this is the stuff you're saying. My mama, we still had $80 left. My money, but
Yeah, so I was just like, that's my money. Like, I went out and made that. And I was like 11 years old. Like, why would you spend my money? So, like, that day, y'all helped me bring in all those groceries. Like, you bought that for the family, for the house. I'm like, no, I did not. You bought that. Like, I want my money back. So, anywho, I was mad. So, that stuck with me. Never give nobody your money. Unless you know where it's going, how can you access it. So, we get older. My mom, hey, help us with the bills. Didn't happen. We said no. So my mom didn't re-sign the lease to our house that we lived in. They didn't tell us. So I think it was like we had a month left to live there. She comes to us and tells us, hey, the end of next month, the lease is up. Y'all might want to find somewhere to live. And then walked off.
18 years old.
18 years old.
Think you know everything. You grown. You know everything.
No, 18, yeah. 18 going 19.
She took on
So,
Garcia. They went to, well, he was going to school, right?
yeah,
But
so,
she moved to an apartment.
And laugh at you.
So what happened was, the day came, we emptied out the house, and we went our own separate ways. And I went and lived with my grandparents, and then that didn't work out. So then,
Tony?
I went and lived with Mama and Papa, Virginia and James. I went to live with them, and Uncle Mike went with his friends somewhere in Newcastle, not too far from there actually.
Alright.
And I went in Wilmington, and that's where I was staying. Then I didn't like it there. We got into it, and I left. And I was literally homeless for 3 years. Over 3 years.
Sometimes sleeping in apartment buildings, always.
Yeah, sometimes sleeping in abandoned apartments, breaking into like old cars, like on the side of the road. Like if they tow it, I just get out when they come. It is what it is, you know. Sleeping on friends' couches. Even though you sleep on someone's couch, you're homeless. That you're just staying the night.
You have your own room. You're gonna have your own life. And I tell him to tell you the story because y'all like
Did you
me
eat?
is privileged. Sometimes he did. Sometimes he couldn't shower. Sometimes you know.
Yeah, went like days without showering. Like you know,
But the thing is, he thought somebody wanted something from him, and it's not no fault to himself. But I want this: if he would have just gave his mom the money, his mom was really struggling, and sometimes kids don't need to know adult business, but his mom needed the money for her to be able to survive. Just like the groceries, they wasn't gonna eat if daddy did not provide the groceries for the household. And sometimes it's the bigger picture. My mom's taking y'all to spending all her money, and if she did spend the $80 for y'all to eat, that's something small compared to how much was done for you. So don't ever, not that we just gonna take from you, but I just want y'all to have that perspective. If someone's asking something of you, don't let your friends or somebody use you. If somebody in your family who were growing as a family is telling you something, it's up to listen. Because sometimes that could be the difference between being homeless, having somewhere to live, eating, going to bed hungry, lights, being in the dark.
So basically, don't argue with people who's trying to help
Sure,
you
and I
but
just
don't want
don't-
to inform you.
Yeah, or just don't think that people is always trying to beat you because or don't see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is surviving as a family. Don't ever think that, especially me and daddy only want what's best for all of you. So don't ever think that we would be trying to take something from you. So when I say that about the job, I'm not gonna take your hooks, but I'm going to help you with your money. Because you're not gonna ever know what to do with it. You're like your Christmas, it's all going. You up here buying juices and all those kind of things. What did mommy do? Because mommy kept putting $5 here, $5. What I do? Go to the store and did what? Get cheaper. I bought it in bulk. So then that we be smarter with money. We're not gonna just keep dishing out dollar here, dollar here, dollar here. Maybe if we spending 50 cents to a 75 cents, we have to save some. So that's what's gonna happen with a check. Because once you leave out of here, I need for y'all to be financially literate so that you don't be in a poorhouse and broke. and don't think that money grows on trees. Like, yeah, we got money coming in and out, but money goes to the household. Money goes to y'all get groceries. It goes to us having gas in the car. It goes to, providing clothes or luxury. So
Just how Trump made
like that
people
stimulus.
panic over this
Of course.
thing. It made them all rush to the stores because
Yeah.
America was in debt. And
He wrote that check to get the right. Yeah, because money is a tool. So, but the thing about it is changing money. To know that, to have money work for you and not you working for money. So that's what today's whole lesson was basically about. So I want you to open your folder so we can go over this. And I want you to pull out the one that says your monthly income. That's your check. Yeah, get your money out. Y'all pay. It's payday, honey. Payday.
this is just like James did that money.
It's payday, honey. Take out your sheet, your monthly up. Take it out. Shut your folder. Get your paper out.
This.
Listen, we boiling. What can we do with that? We can go on vacation. Y'all trying to go on vacation?
No.
Y'all trying to go buy the
No.
clothes? Y'all sure? Y'all trying to get on a yacht?
No.
And turn up? Hey.
No, I want to make
Shop.
more of this. I want to make more of
Oh,
this.
do you? Okay, but hold up before we can even make more, before we can even discuss it. Oh, you paid. Guess what? You gotta pay bills.
Bills.
That's what happens. Gotta get that check. That's what we did before we can
Pay
even.
bills. Save.
That's what even happens even before all that. The man taxes it. We ain't even get involved. You see in the middle class in the one slide, the tax man snatch you. So this is your take home. Y'all made $19.20 after taxes. Guess how much you made before taxes? Actually, you made $2,400. But before you can even see it, you done worked hard. You done worked freaking 40 hours this week. Made $2,400.
What you counting that money for? You gotta pay bills.
Snatch you in the head and just made you walk away with $1,920. Y'all want to know what the difference is? How much you pay in taxes? Let me tell you. So because y'all just don't got your phones.
2,050.
You pay $480 in taxes to the tax. You pay 20%. You think that's fair?
No.
Is it fair that they did that? Did they work? Then Mr. Uncle
No.
Sam coming and clock in?
No.
You got about your bed every morning.
Yep.
Drove in your car.
Yep.
Use your gas.
Yep.
And they take $480. We're going to talk about how we can get past that. But that's what happens. So, all right, get your pen.
Pay my bills.
That's how to pay bills, okay?
The rest.
Your rent.
The rest.
And this is cheap. Y'all living in the hood. You're not living here. You're not living nowhere in the suburbs. You might be living in a ragged apartment or something. Y'all pay $850.
Rent. Is
That's how much your rent is. That's cheap. Not $8,050. Make sure it's $850. Okay, you gotta keep your lights on. Put another $85. And that's $85.
Wait,
Come on, write it in your electric.
85.
you know.
Y'all gotta eat right. Put $250 for your groceries. And that's for per month. So I'm gonna tell y'all. So now we're gonna go down to the miscellaneous. Y'all gonna tell me if you want to keep it. How about y'all calculate how much your check, how much money you gotta take out your check already? Go to the side and do the math.
All
Yeah.
so
Those
add,
add it all
How
up.
much money do we have?
You got your money. You got your money.
Add
But don't
this.
worry about it. Add up how much you got to deduct out of it.
like this?
Add it up, honey. You is in the 9th grade.
No, like
Okay.
Yes, add it up.
I'm done.
What you at?
I got 1,185.
Right? How much did you start? How much do you got?
what in rope?
1,000.
1,920.
Alright. Dang. So you got to go to the miscellaneous. How much money you got left? You can do the math if you like. 1920 minus.
I got 1,185.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, let me do the math.
Alright. And then do the math. From how much money you got left?
Sit down.
I'm lost.
No, you ain't
I
losing that.
got a whole different.
No,
You only
just
got
right there told you what it
You got
is.
$735.
Okay, so 1,185. So that's how much you spent already. But you start with this. So subtract it, 19
Wait,
That goes on top.
$1,920 is
On
how
the
much
top.
we got.
Yes, and we have 735 left.
See how much you have left. After you pay this, 1920 minus this.
Do you have 735?
Yes, you got it right. I'm trying to let everybody catch up. Don't never let nobody tell you your money. Figure out your money for yourself, even though you're all in the same game. So
Maybe because them people at the store, they be trying to trick you.
yeah, always be accountable for your money.
Minus
Yeah.
this.
Yes. Yeah, they do try to beat you.
And just like you tell us when we get Christmas money, don't try to spend it all at one place. Save it because the summer's coming up.
Trying to teach you something, Jada. You're not doing good with your subtraction.
I know.
I don't know.
Add them on.
Yeah, we need to go basic math. Like, come on, the hell?
735.
Come on, Jada. We're going to get this right because that's unacceptable to me. Come on.
Let me help you.
I don't know.
That here one is okay.
What do we do? Borrow, right?
But that's a 2.
But that becomes a 1 when we're borrowing. Then we have to borrow again. That becomes 11.
What?
Oh,
They did not teach me that at school.
That's unacceptable.
Pay attention.
They don't teach us that.
Okay, yeah.
That no more.
I never got taught
We
you
don't teach
borrow from the
freedom.
2
Yes.
even though
So
it's
you
less
have
than
you haven't learned that
Yes.
since first grade.
I never taught.
It's
But
okay.
don't, because it's less, and then you go next door. and
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
I
they said always borrow from the biggest number.
Now,
No,
That's what they said.
Yeah, they always
Alright, let's focus.
roll back. Let's roll
they
it.
did,
Reel it
Focus.
in. We will go over that another time. Okay, so now we got miscellaneous things. So I want you to choose wisely. You already see you only got $735 left. So, but y'all life, y'all got way more than these things, don't you? What you got in your life?
I got
What
cell
else?
phone, cable.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't got jewelry. I got sneakers, eating out. I don't party.
Okay, but I'm just saying this is we not talking about your life. We talking about like if you was an adult.
If I was an adult, probably
Right.
on my cell phone bill, gas.
All right, so let's just keep adding up. So, but $90 for your cell phone.
Adding up.
Come on, $90 cell phone.
Wait, add
Now tell me if you want it. If you don't want the cell, you could go without some things. If you
So I
tell me,
wasn't meant to put
if you can you live without a cell phone?
No.
I'm gonna need
90.
an emergency call. Like,
Okay, put it down. This is miscellaneous, meaning that you don't need it. This is when we get into these liabilities. And you really look at it, it's a different way to look at it. These are your assets.
I know what to do now.
These are your assets. Y'all ready? Okay, cable. Do y'all need cable?
Yes.
Wi-Fi. But cable equals Wi-Fi. It equals Wi-Fi too. So
But listen, you can have a limited. Not mine, you can have a limited
That's true. Without paying
unlimited what?
data.
Just write it down.
Okay, so do you want cable? So we go without the cable
I'm
Wi-Fi.
going
Okay,
without.
so we just gonna rock out with our cell phone. Okay. Y'all got a car?
I don't
Yeah.
want
You going with a
one.
car? So you need gas. 120.
Uber. Uber.
So you don't want? You're not getting a car.
You can use
Uber.
You can, but I'm saying, do
Yes.
you want the luxury to be? So now you got car insurance,
You can
150.
rent a car too.
And I'm not saying these other miscellaneous things you got. You don't
Yeah.
need the jewelry. You got sneakers already in your house. So this is like if you want to go out and buy more stuff. So do you want to buy jewelry?
No.
Y'all want to buy more sneakers?
No.
That's also money.
Y'all want to eat out?
Get out.
Huh?
I can
So how
cook
many
for
times?
myself.
How many times for the month do you want to eat out?
I need twice.
Once a year. Once a year.
Once
Every
every-
weekend.
Once a year.
All right, so once every weekend.
Once every
For
weekend.
the
I
whole
want
month.
once every year.
So
one weekend. One
For
weekend.
yourself.
Once
So
a
for
year.
yourself, that'd be $30.
One time out of every weekend.
That'd be $30 each time. So that's
Now, it's only
$130.
one person. Where you go to Chick-fil-A?
No.
That's a Are you out to a restaurant?
For fee.
All right.
$30. We're counting
All right,
tips, drink.
25 each, so 100. Put 100 for your food and eating out. Who else wants to eat out? Tell me where you eat out.
Yo, once a year.
Wendy's. Wendy's.
You're gonna eat out at Wendy's how often?
Once a year.
Only once a month.
No.
Once a month?
Once a year.
Or once every week? Once every weekend?
Once every month.
Once every month, so only
Once
$4.
every year.
$4.
You get a 4 for 4?
Once every year.
As an adult, she's probably getting a meal that costs $8, $9.
You're not getting a 4 for
Once
4?
every
$8.
Get that
She gonna get $4.
So,
Are you eating out
Once a year.
So write
How
$4
often are
in
you
it.
How much once a year cost?
once a week?
You still getting that 4 for 4?
You go once a
Put
week.
that $4 there. You get that 4 for 4.
A year.
12.
Once a year.
Like 16.
Oh, okay. That's
Cause
That's
she's
pretty
going
cheap.
4
She going
weekends.
once, yeah, she going once every
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, Jada said once a year.
Well, JD, that's not in your monthly budget.
I buy party and
You're not partying.
I can't.
You partying?
I
$80.
can't.
Come on, the Bible.
I can't
She went to
party.
the club.
I'm not getting your dress.
Jada,
Are we gonna buy any
Jada.
substances? Do we got a weed habit? Are we buying the alcohol?
What is that? Maybe after
Drugs.
upstairs.
Okay, alcohol.
I don't need it.
$40.
I don't need it.
Your money is going
Alright,
to be
Jalen,
gone.
Now,
Jalen.
why are you
What
worried about
about
her?
shopping?
How you
about
gonna shop
yourself?
too, honey? You wanna shop? Okay. Alright, how much is you shopping? How much is you shopping for the month? How many
Like, what if
times?
I need clothes?
No, you got
What about
some in
the
your closet.
kids?
Y'all got stuff.
gonna
So this
do
is
it.
your monthly thing. Are you shopping every month?
Okay,
You want it alone?
Y'all wanna add that to your budget? Okay. Add up.
Oh,
Add,
wow. Everything?
add your stuff up. You only gotta subtract your 90 from your 735.
Okay, pizza?
That's all you did. You didn't eat out. You
No,
gotta
because
eat
she
out.
wanted mine, but I didn't want to
ate
eat
out.
Oh, you didn't want to eat out.
It's not gonna be here
So you
forever.
gonna be cooking. Okay.
Can't be
But you do your 90
Quiet,
for yourself.
stay on
though?
task.
So you got 106. Mookie, you gotta subtract from your 735. 106.
Daddy, wait, no, I'm not.
I'm not going.
I'm from this side.
But you don't need to
Batteries
borrow
running
yet, cause that bring that down. Your 5 is bigger than your 0. Huh?
Batteries running on both.
Mommy,
You can stop it.
I'm not gonna be
Huh?
broke. 8.
So now you're gonna borrow from your 7.
Wait, is it 640?
Get your money.
Woo!